He stood in the rain, soaked to the bone, staring at the hospital doors as if they might swallow him whole. In his trembling hands was a folded piece of paper, 3 words written by a doctor an hour ago that had shattered his world: "We did everything." That was the moment his life broke, and quietly began again. Just weeks earlier, he had been invisible to the world. A man in his early 30s, living in a cramped rented room, working long night shifts, carrying responsibilities far heavier than his worn jacket suggested. His name was Adam, and his life revolved around one person, his younger sister, Lily. She was all he had left after their parents died years ago, and every sacrifice he made was for her smile, her future, her chance at a life better than his own. Lily had been sick since childhood. Hospital visits were routine, hope was fragile, and money was always short. Adam worked 2 jobs, skipped meals, and walked miles to save bus fare. He never complained. He believed that if he endured quietly, life would eventually show mercy. But life tested him harder. One night, Lily collapsed. By morning, Adam was sitting in a hospital hallway, counting cracks in the wall while doctors whispered behind closed doors. The diagnosis was brutal. The treatment was expensive. The timeline was unforgiving. Adam nodded through it all, pretending he understood, pretending he wasn't terrified. The challenge wasn't just the illness, it was everything that came with it. Medical bills piled up. His employer grew impatient with his absences. Friends faded away. Even hope began to feel like a luxury he could no longer afford. When the final words came, "We did everything," Adam felt something inside him go numb. He didn't scream. He didn't cry. He just stood up, walked outside, and let the rain mix with the tears he refused to show inside. That night, he made a choice. He would not let Lily's life end as a story of suffering. If time was all they had left, then time would be filled with love, memories, and meaning. He sold what little he owned, borrowed what he could, and took Lily home. No more sterile rooms, no more beeping machines, just sunsets, laughter, and the simple joy of being together. Days turned into weeks. Adam read to her every night, cooked her favorite meals, and told her stories about a future she might never see, but one he wanted her to believe in anyway. Lily, weak but smiling, became his strength. She reminded him that even a short life could be a full one. Then came the final challenge, the moment Adam had dreaded but prepared for in silence. Lily passed away peacefully, holding his hand, whispering, "You did enough, you were always enough." Grief hollowed him. For a long time, Adam existed without purpose. The world moved on, uncaring, while he struggled just to breathe through each day. But something Lily had said stayed with him: "Make my life matter." Slowly, painfully, Adam began to honor that promise. He started volunteering at the same hospital that once broke his heart. He sat with patients who had no visitors, listened to families drowning in fear, and offered comfort without expecting anything in return. He understood their pain because it had once lived inside him. People noticed. A small act turned into a movement. Donations followed. Support groups formed. A foundation was created in Lily's name, helping families who faced the same impossible choices Adam once did. Years later, Adam stood again outside hospital doors, but this time, he wasn't alone, and he wasn't broken. He was there as proof that pain does not have to end in bitterness, that loss can become purpose, and that love never truly dies. The man who once stood in the rain with nothing left now carried hope for others. And the message of his journey was simple yet powerful. Life will test you in ways you never expect. It will take, it will hurt, and it will break you open. But if you choose compassion over despair, purpose over bitterness, and love over fear, then even your deepest pain can become someone else's miracle. Because sometimes, the hardest endings create the most meaningful beginnings.